The Rambam writes that even though the purpose of Christianity is to lead the whole world to a knowledge of Tanakh, which will serve the purposes of the Mashiach coming, at the end, they're going to drop their belief in Christianity. So Jews believe that ultimately Christians are going to drop their belief. Christians also believe that ultimately we're all going to believe in Jesus. That's part of their eschatology.
Remember, Christianity came out of Judaism. So Christianity was devised by a group of Jews living in Judea 2,000 years ago, worshiping a Jewish guy as a god. Jesus was Jewish, all his disciples were Jewish, Paul was Jewish.
Yeshua is a Jew. I want everybody to understand what I'm saying. Not a regular Jew. He was a Pharisee, Pharisaic Jew.
You know, the world doesn't usually like Jewish people or Israel, yet they bow their knee to the birth of a little Jewish baby.
I gotta say this to you. It's the most Jewish thing. I mean, what could be more Jewish than celebrating the birth of the Messiah we've been waiting for 4,000 years?
When you're looking to worship God, you're going to choose a Jew as the representation of God in this world.
Jesus was a Jew. Jesus is God, so that makes God a Jew.
Christ is the most Jewish Jew who ever lived.
So we see the Jewish identity of Jesus, first in his name, Yeshua, HaMashiach. Yeshua, salvation, Mashiach, the anointed one. He is the salvation of God, the anointed one.
Who was Jesus? Who was this man that has been the most famous Jewish person in history?
Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. I'm a Christian, he's a Jew.
Everything we have from God has a Jewish fingerprint on it. A Jewish Bible, a Jewish Savior.
My Lord and Savior was a Jew.
So if you want to be a true Jew, worship Jesus Christ. We'll worship a Jewish guy, by the way. Okay? He's awesome.
Jesus is a Jew. Our Messiah, our Savior. And, you know, of course, Genesis 12:3, I'll bless those that bless Israel.
It's repeated all throughout the Torah. That's right.
Absolutely.
The early Christian community was mostly Jewish people who then became Christians.
The original Judeo-Christian were the Jews that converted to Christianity. And how could you be anti-Semitic when Jesus was a Jew? Like, well, but Jesus was also God.
The Christian world will worship a Jew as their God. You are going to worship a Yid. Not only do they serve us, they worship a Yid.
All of the men who wrote the New Covenant scriptures were Jewish, that Jesus was Jewish, that the first tens of thousands of his followers were all Jews.
And when people ask me, but you're a Christian, you're not even Jewish, why are you so supportive of the Jewish people in general and the state of Israel? And I say, well, it's pretty simple. You can be Jewish and have nothing to do with Christians. I can't be a Christian without owing everything in my faith to the foundation upon which it rests, and that's Judaism.
What I can speak for is myself, my family, Bridges for Peace, and the millions of Christians that we represent. We stand with the God of Israel, and therefore we stand with the people and the land of Israel.
Who are God's chosen people?
The Jewish people.
Who are God's chosen people?
The Jews.
Was Jesus white or was he Middle Eastern?
He was Jewish.
He was Jewish?
Yeah.
The temple's going to be rebuilt. That's one of the requirements, yeah. That's going to be a tough one.
Requirements for Jesus to return?
Yeah.
Okay, who killed Jesus? God killed Jesus.
Who are God's chosen people?
The Jews.
I love when Candace goes, Christ is King, and I always finish her sentence for her. Christ is King of the Jews. Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
That's the truest truth there ever was.
That's right.